Red light, red light.
Oh, the red light is on.
No specials though. We ain't giving out no specials.
Oh,
Oh, red light special.
right. Okay, let's go. Well,
Boy, I almost don't be making it back.
be putting your underwear on.
I had to
Lord
put
have
some
mercy.
lotion on. I saw my knuckles when we was sitting there talking. I said, I got to do something about that. You know, us purple people, we got to have some lotion on, baby.
Purple.
Vaseline.
I ain't putting on. I ain't gonna be shiny now, but I'm gonna be something. This I
Oh
will be
man.
dusty.
Mm. Well, welcome to Tangy Tea of Life, everyone. This is where we talk about any and everything. I am your host, Veronica, back with you tonight. Wait, what was that? What was that? What was that? Oh, oh, so you have
Oh,
your bell, huh? You have your bell.
Lord have mercy.
I mean, I was hoping he was going to forget it again, but hey, it is what it is. Welcome back, Brother Victor Damn It Boy White. Really?
He had to ring his own bell.
Right. He didn't even give me a chance. Didn't even give me a chance to ring my bell. You can ring my bell, ring my bell, ring my. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, he hates when I sing Neek. Neek Cruz, welcome back to the tea.
Thank you. That must be his bell. Great day. Oh, that's your bell or his bell?
That was mine.
I'm
I
gonna have to
did a
take
little.
out one of these little
I did a little
earpieces.
extra.
I appreciate it. I
You're welcome.
appreciate it.
You are definitely family now. You're not a guest. You are family. We appreciate you for joining us. Yes. Mm. Let me say, prayers are still going out to Fatine and his family. Fatine, hopefully, we will be back with us soon. They will be burying his loved one tomorrow um, here back in South Carolina. North Carolina? South Carolina. Um, so our prayers are still with Fatine and his daughters and the entire family as they bury their loved one. Um, like I said, welcome back to Tangy Tea of Life. This is where we talk about any and everything. So glad to be back with you guys. Hey, Jason, and everyone that's out there watching. We appreciate you all for tuning in. Um, let's see. So we do have. I don't know if you guys saw my post, but it was about Whitney Houston, and this guy got in his feelings and came to my inbox and just went off on the women. So
Really?
we're gonna talk about that. But I had no idea that Whitney Houston song was about being the other woman. I didn't know.
Oh yeah.
Did you all know that? Did y'all know that?
I'm just finding out as well.
Yes. Right? Well, Victor said that he already knew, but
Of course, men know.
I mean,
right.
remember, y'all love SZA song when it came out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was singing that for a while. I mean,
No, that's we knew it when it came out. A lot of these songs were kind of pushed as pop songs, and everybody was kind of singing it, and we really didn't know what we were singing out, so to speak.
So does it shouldn't change, your view. I mean, that was, she was living her truth.
Oh yeah.
Who's to say that song was about, she was just singing the song,
Yeah.
Whitney, I don't know if she wrote a lot, but I mean, it shouldn't change anything.
Right. I love Whitney songs.
Oh yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah.
But no, when Shy and I was talking about it up at the station, I was like, there is no way. Like all this time I had no idea. And I guess
she smoked crack.
Huh?
She smoked crack.
Allegedly.
Crack is cheap.
Wait a minute. So
crack
if
is
I
cheap.
can talk trash about somebody in East Florence smoking crack, and I can talk about Marion Barron smoking crack, I could talk about her crackhead too. Leave it at that. She smoked crack. She smoked crack. Talk about her like you talked about everybody else. She ain't no exception to the rule.
I will not talk about her. She is dead and gone. May she rest in peace.
Okay, but she ain't smoking crack no more. That's a good thing.
Oh my God. Let it go. We everybody is aware that she did drugs.
Right.
We all know that.
Okay.
Right now we're talking about the song.
But what I'm saying is, just like we all got a cousin who drank too much, and you always want to bring that up. So when we talk about her, before we talk about, like we do your cousins and every other family member and crackhead Jerome, bring up the crack first, then you bring up the songs. We treat everybody the same here.
That's a lie. Who does that? No one is. And give yourself a bell. No one. No one's bringing up their cousin smoking crack or any other drug. You just brought that up for no apparent reason, sir. We was not even talking about that. We was talking about the song.
I just wanted people to know she smoked dope.
But everyone knew that. Everyone heard that. We don't know that for a fact.
Oh no, we knew that for a fact.
Thank you.
We knew that for a fact.
I mean, well, she did admit to it. So
she said crack was whack, but hey, man.
But she did admit that she was on drugs at one point, didn't she? When she was on the interview with Oprah, I don't know. Listen, anywho,
I don't ever remember her admitting it.
So I post that today because, like I said, I just learned that today. But so evidently someone got in their feelings and they just went off on the women. So we're going to talk about that. He it was told him to put it like in a letter type situation. So that's what he did. Exactly, Key. Victor got to do the most.
No. All right. So what does smoking crack have to do with being a side piece? All right. So this is basically what I'm saying. We hold certain people to a higher standard, and we don't want to talk about their bad things. And I understand death is something, but we're talking about a song she did when she was alive. She probably was high. She probably had a piece in her pipe. So what I'm saying is when we have a cousin or something, crackhead Jerome, my cousin Jerome, the one that smoked crack. Yeah, him. Yeah, so-and-so, so-and-so. So when we speaking about good singers, hey, I know some good singers who smoke dope. She just so happened to be one of them. No exception. She don't get no pass.
But we wasn't talking about that though.
But I just
now would you bring this up if cousin Jerome passed away? Would you bring this up at his funeral?
Yeah. He would. He most definitely would.
He would not, out of respect. Victor, stop it. Tell the truth.
I'm gonna tell you this. I gotta ask you a question, and this is just my what I've noticed about people who smoke dope. They're really not monogamous. I'm just saying. I don't know too many monogamous people who smoke dope. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Do y'all know any monogamous people who smoke dope? I don't
Yeah.
know any. You do.
They usually smoke dope together.
But when the woman ain't got no dope, she'll put some bird in her mouth.
Oh my
So-
God. You know what? I don't know any crackheads like that.
So how
that
many
got
do
to that
you
point.
know?
I don't know any crackheads like that. Well, you know what? I'll be honest. I don't know. From my knowledge, I don't know any crackheads. I know drug addicts, but I don't know any crackheads to my knowledge.
What that say?
They bring
And I
up
like Mike.
allegations all the time.
Well, he was a drug addict too.
Fentanyl. Yeah, he died of drugs. Fentanyl. What killing everybody now?
Okay.
Mike was
but
a pioneer in the drug game.
No, he wasn't.
He was the first person I knew that died of fentanyl.
Just because he was the first person you knew, it had to be introduced to him.
right.
So
because
to
he
me,
was
he was a pioneer. Maybe not to everybody else, but to me, he was the first person I knew who died of fentanyl. Then what? Prince was after them. Then was it Michael K. Williams? You know, so Mike.
There are plenty of people who died the same way he did. We just don't know about them because they had too much money.
right. See, he's the famous one. We all knew about it when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mike.
The views of Victor White is not the views of Tangy Tea of Life.
I say what people think.
Vic did not know Michael Jackson.
I sure didn't.
Vic may be harsh, but most people don't let you rest in peace if they feel like you ain't live in peace.
Hey, some people do drugs and they're very peaceful. They don't bother nobody. They do their drugs. They stay to themselves. And
Right. No one knows.
mm-mm.
All right, so let's get into this letter, shall we? Counting up days.
Maybe.
A week.
All right, so let's get right into it. So like I said, this came after the post, a little after the post. So I was like, oh, okay, hey, why not? We can just talk about it tonight. So he said he met this woman, fell in love, and found out later that she was married. He said, how I found out, I was sitting in her car and saw the registration, and the car was in his name, the registration. His name was on the registration. So that's how he found out. She said, when he asked her about it, she told him, don't worry about him. Things are not right at home. He is not satisfying me, and you are who I need. And he said the sad part is I know the guy. I knew him longer than I've known her. He speaks to me and we talk when we see one another. This is why I do not trust women. I was falling for this woman. We spent many nights on the phone. We went out on dates. And he said, I wouldn't have known any of this if I didn't go in her glove compartment in her car after she asked me to help her clean the car out. Women always hollering about men ain't ish, but he said the word. But truth be told, women ain't worth a damn, and I'm not trying to believe what any of them tell me at this point. So, y'all talk about relationships on the show all the time. Explain this one, ladies. How and why can't you all be straight up? You all acting like dudes out here and wondering why men treat you all the way they do.
He is hurt.
Yes.
My brother needs a hug. He needs a warm hug.
Tightly.
Yes.
So he got that from when I posted the thing about Whitney Houston today, about, the song is her being a side chick or whatever you want to call it. So his question is, he wants us to explain how and why can't you all be straight up? You all acting like dudes out here and wondering why men treat you all the way they do. Well, I can't say. I think that a lot of women, now I can't speak for all, I think that a lot of women step out, or a lot of women are going that route because they've been hurt. And I'm not making excuses, but a lot of women have been hurt so many times, so they feel like they're going to hurt somebody else before they get hurt, I guess. I don't know. Cheating is wrong to me. I talk about it all the time. I'm not a saint. I'm just saying. But I do feel like a lot of women step out, or do, step out on their significant other because of that reason. They normally have one foot out the door, or they just doing it to be spiteful because it's been done to them, or they just don't give a damn. Victor.
I would ask him after he found out, did he still deal with her after?
I did ask that, and he said he did for a little while because she had good.
Oh, he stayed for that. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
But he was
go ahead,
like, I'm done. Yeah.
So basically, let me see if I can catch what happened. I had a little something going on. So he was a side dude, right? And he found out that,
he didn't know it.
He didn't know it. And he found out that the only reason she kept him around is because his sex was good, right?
No, he said the only reason why he stayed around because the sex was good.
But he never asked her why he was the side dude?
Yes. Because she wasn't getting satisfied at home.
But if he knew her husband for a long time, how he didn't know her?
Really?
Good question.
All right, so let me explain something to you.
No, he didn't. He said he knew the husband first. So I don't know if he didn't know the man was. I don't know. That's a good question.
Let's back up for a second. All right. If I'm cool with you, I don't need to meet your significant other. Like,
but you know he's married. If you know him and you've known him for a very long time, longer than you knew her, how you didn't know she was married and who she was married to if you knew.
But I don't think they was like, he said when they see each other, they'll speak or whatever. But they wasn't like, close or anything. Just, I guess, by in passing, like they'll speak or whatever, but not like.
He's getting messy, like he's lying, like he's making up a story so we can feel bad for him, like he's playing a victim. And he has this thing against women. Maybe he got hurt in the 5th grade and now all women are bad. And it's just like he makes up these scenarios like, yeah. I tried to take this woman out and I bought her. I took her to an expensive restaurant and it was like $500 and I bought her flowers and everything, and she didn't appreciate it. She wanted to go with the dude down the street that didn't have a pot to piss in. Like outrageous stories like that.
Can I say something?
He's unhappy. Go ahead.
I know somebody personally, and so does she, know that there was a male that got put in a similar situation that he didn't know that this woman was living with somebody else, was completely oblivious to it. But the whole thing was he got out of that situation once he found out. But it happens because the thing about it, if I'm dealing with you, I'm dealing with you. You give me no reason not to know. But once I find out, then it's up to me to decide what I do. But at least give me that option to either stay or leave. Don't put me in a situation.
Right.
That's how I feel.
But when you ask, like off jump, like, usually, men lead with, do you got a man? He ain't see no ring, the little, like suntan part.
Not everybody wear their wedding ring though.
And not all wedding rings are diamonds either.
They're not.
What do people say, Veronica?
Let me see.
Look at Jason comment.
Patricia.
Go ahead. You said Patricia. I'm sorry.
Patricia says he lying. He done told several different stories in one letter. How he knew her husband so long and claims he didn't know she was married. And why was he rambling in her car? Well, he said that she asked him to help clean out the car. So I guess that intuition said, hey, look at in the glove department. I don't know. And that's when he saw the what do you call it? The registration and had the husband name on it. So that's when he questioned her. And he said that she was like, hey, you ain't got to worry about that. Things aren't good at home. He's not pleasing me. Blah, 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 blah. The whole nine that somebody says when they're, trying to get.
That just doesn't. And I'm sorry for cutting you off.
You're good.
Just now, I will say this because I have some male friends that have like messed with married women, and I will say and they always say married women are the women that come after them first, and that just doesn't sound right because most of the time they like to let them know up front, like, I don't want nothing. I'm not leaving home. Like, this is a good time, not for a long time. They're kind of straightforward.
So,
but I've never been married. So I don't know.
Once again, we dealing with what this guy's saying. Now, every guy who I'm friends with can probably empathize with this man because just like y'all get put in situations, but y'all so clever at the same time. So I don't want to call y'all stupid, but y'all do shit like that. We'll have this whole big web that you done wove, and we all entangled in it, and then it be some simple shit that we find out, and then we realize all this shit done been untangled. I done seen a woman have her side dude and her husband in the same place at the same time, and neither one of them knew what was going on, but several people did.
Yeah,
all in the same club.
Yeah,
men do it all the time.
Too.
Huh?
Yeah.
Men do it all the time.
No, we don't.
Yes, you do. Yes. Yeah, I've been in that situation. So I can say yes. I have been at a
I ain't never done that.
And like three others were there. And I didn't know until after. So that does happen with men as well. But what I will say is, as women, y'all not finding anything out. We're letting you know. You're not gonna find anything out unless a woman wants you to find something out. We are very organized if we're gonna cheat.
I'll give you that.
We ain't getting mixed up. We ain't getting no. She knew what was on her registration.
Yeah.
But she didn't expect him to go in that glove box.
Trust me, if she felt like he was gonna go in that glove box and see something he wasn't supposed to see, she would have taken it out before she asked for her car to be cleaned out.
But sometimes, things happen last minute. They could have been driving by the car wash and
look at your girl Patricia being messy. Cleaning out the car does not mean the glove compartment.
It doesn't.
It really doesn't. I mean, when I clean out my car, I'm not giving it to go in the glove.
It's dirty. It's dust in there.
No, it's not. It's nosy. That's what it is. It's giving very much nosy, and he got his feelings hurt. He went rumbling and found something, and he got his feelings hurt.
So y'all don't research people medication when y'all go to their bathroom if they got their medication bottles there?
No.
Oh, you don't? Oh.
Shit. I do.
I do too.
You damn right.
I need to know what I'm doing.
And I need to know and I need to know if it's your second, third, or fourth refill. I need to know.
Yep.
I found out I was dealing with somebody with a heart problem one time. Oh, hell no. You ain't gonna have me on the first 48 because you done got a little heart attack. Hell no. No. I found a woman EpiPen one time. No.
Are you serious?
No.
Found what?
Her EpiPen. No.
She can't help her allergies.
No.
So y'all really?
But yes, I do.
Hell yeah.
Gotta know.
If you got a piece of mail laying around, I'm looking at that.
I don't know about that. I ain't that nosy, but you know, when it comes to medicine in the cabinet, yes.
Mail, junk mail can tell you a whole lot about a person. You sitting there, I'm sitting there looking at your mail, and they got somebody else. Hey, how long you stayed here? Well, you been here 10 years, and somebody named Jim Johnson getting some mail here from First Finance or something like that. No. I'm out.
Now I might glance. I might glance. You know, my eye real quick. Yeah.
Now, I've been at my house for what, 10, 11 years now. I still get mail here of someone else. So that's not to say Victor.
Usually
but
you throw
I'm
it
not,
in the trash though.
Huh?
Usually you'll just throw it in the trash.
Right.
But you got it sitting on the table. See?
You might be throwing it away, but you might be throwing it away later. And it shouldn't be no problem. So just research that person and see where they're at.
Somebody mail don't even make it in my house. Because my mailbox, I got to walk past 2-3 trash cans before I get to the kitchen. Hell no. That shit going in the trash. Why I got it on my table cluttering it up? Yes, Patricia, I ramble. I ramble a lot.
All right. Tim Johnson said, why is it so hard, Janique, well, he's talking to me, why is it so hard for you to believe him that the woman is playing games and not the man this time? I'm not saying that he's not a victim, but the story is way too elaborate. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. It has to be logical. He's a hurt man. It's obviously he's a victim. He's a hurt man. But it's not hard for me to believe that he's a victim or that she's playing games. It's just hard for me to believe that she was that unorganized or she didn't tell him that she was married. I think like he already knew, and to make himself look like he wasn't just a side dude, that she was a liar or she was a bad person way bigger than she already was. Yeah, she lied to me too, where she probably told him up front.
That was a good point, but please put my boy Jason comment up there because I'm ready to read that now.
Which one?
The last one he just wrote. I'll read it.
Oh.
Nope. We.
Oh no, we're
just
not
gonna let the cheating women off the hook.
No. We're not
if
gonna
you
let
was
her
married and she found out, y'all would be painting him as a terrible person. Y'all painted a guy a terrible person for buying a cheap gift on Valentine's Day, but she's getting a pass in 2023.
Wait a minute.
That shit is wrong.
She's not.
First of all,
she's not getting a pass.
It's right. I'm not giving her a
liar.
What?
Why we calling him a liar?
Calling who a liar?
Because the story does not make sense. I'm not saying, once again, let me say it again for you. Let me slow it down a little bit for you. So what I said was, I feel like he's lying about the story in general. He probably was messing with a married woman, but I believe he knew. And he had to make her look more bad because he had to make himself look more like the victim. He was a victim, probably, in the whole sense of he was a side dude, but he probably was a willing participant.
So I'm gonna ask you something. There is no levels of being a victim.
She still ain't shit, but
you said what?
She still ain't shit for it.
All right. So now that we've established that she ain't shit, so for the rest of the night, when we're talking about her, we can say the ain't shit woman was cheating on her husband with, he was a co-worker?
I don't know what.
This letter? He didn't say anything about that.
Okay.
No.
So I have a secret document here that I would like to share with everybody. Can you read that? She got another man cleaning out her car.
The power of the PUSSY.
I don't.
Now, mind you, now he didn't know that she was married at the time, but she was cleaning up.
That's what he claimed.
That's what boyfriends do.
Yeah.
She for the streets. You right, Dime. She for the streets.
Yeah, she for the streets. She's
So
most definitely for the streets. But
so we
when I was for the
focus on my
streets, I
man.
had different. Listen, when I was for the streets, I had different men cleaning out my car that weren't my boyfriend either.
Oh, whoa. Let's back up for a second.
So
when what?
It doesn't matter. Like, I wasn't in no relationship. I had 2, 3 max, and paying bills.
You was for the
cleaning my
streets?
cars. Yeah, I was for the streets.
Do tell.
Once upon a time, not long ago. I mean, like, I'm honest. Like, that's why I can sit here and say, like, she's an Asian woman. I agree with y'all. But I also know when a man is just, I'm not going to say, like, he's completely, like, she's never existed. Like, this is a completely made up story. No. But it just doesn't sound honest in what a married woman would do. Like, even in this show that I'm watching, what's called Beef, she's a married woman that's cheating. Up front, she said, I'm married. And he still proceeds to deal with her.
So my thing is, Patricia is going hard because he rambled and found out that she was cheating. But when a guy is doing the same thing, like Jason said, and a woman gets to rambling, y'all don't jump on her. Well, you shouldn't have been going through his shit. Y'all don't.
You should have. Yes, I do. Why you going through his shit?
So she should.
You can't be mad about what you find.
You said what?
When you go looking for something, you cannot be mad about what you find. That's man or woman. If you going to look for something, when it shows up, don't be mad. Just act accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And that's her. I mean, how long was he dealing with her to not know that she was married?
Dude,
cleaning out her cars.
So Tim says, y'all working hard to justify this one. If it was the man that cheated in his marriage, y'all be bashing. And if she had the exact story he has, it would have been taken as 100% true.
Facts.
Because men lie.
Well, you got a loofah in the camera?
No. Oh, that's my flower. But if last week we were talking about a cheating man. Nobody was bashing him. Nobody was calling him. No, we was worried about his mental health. Why did he feel he needed to do what was going on at home? He may have wanted to leave. So there is no bashing, and that's a made up in your brain how you view women talking about men. And he has a view on women, and he's giving his perception of what he thinks about women, and he's making up a lie so we will look at her in a bad way because he feels like she's gonna be looked at as a victim because she said her husband is horrible. No, she's still a lying whore. Period. But if you're a willing participant,
it don't matter.
But
she's still worse. She's still worse.
I'm willing to deal with a man that's in a relationship. I'm not a victim.
No, you're not.
Exactly. So if he's willingly messing with a married woman, because even he said he continued after because it was good. If he was so hurt, men don't handle hurt well. Y'all are y'all will cut off because I've been cut off before. Y'all will cut a woman off so fast, block her and replace her so fast. So if he was getting women, which I'm sure it sounds like he doesn't, if he was getting women and it wasn't hard for him, one, it wouldn't be hard to cut her off and move on.
let's back up for a
Pussy comes
second.
a dime a dozen.
Wait a minute. Getting women to some people is not a goal. He might have thought he found the woman. And it would be hard for you to give up the woman of your dreams just because she married. But
What?
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, don't let a little marriage stop you from getting the woman of your dreams.
Thank you.
But-
You're not a victim. You're a
But
participant
yes, he
at
is.
that point.
He was a victim up until he pursued it. But if you want to talk about mental health, since you love that, mentally, he can't leave her alone because she's already in his head. Some people, we've said this, some people
He
rather
knows the
have,
pussy was
wait a
easy.
minute, some people would rather have a piece of a person than a whole nother person over here. All because of this person.
Mm.
He getting a piece of a woman and he cool with that. Mentally, I
Most
feel like
men
something is
are.
wrong with that. Huh?
Most men are okay. See, most men are okay with being the side dude. That's
Who?
not frowned upon. Most
Shit.
dudes. Yeah, there's songs about it, just like there's songs about being the side chick. Like, it's not, if you hear about a guy being a side dude, you're not dragging him. Because right now, y'all want us to bash her and make him the victim. If this was the other way around and this was a woman, we would be like, oh, why is she dealing with a married man? She can't find her own. Just last week, the guy was calling the girl tail. Couldn't even call her like, oh, just a random woman that probably is in love with this man or been dealing with this man. You don't know her, but you won't call her a hussy. So
I call it like I see it.
So if this was a woman, we'll be dragging her, calling her a side piece. She ain't this, she ain't that, and not giving him any accountability. All we'll say is, oh, well, it's bad for him to cheat. He shouldn't cheat. He needs to do this. He does that. And that's the same thing we're doing with this woman. The only reason why we're not victim blaming, the only reason why we're kind of going in on him, because his story does not sound logical.
To
What
y'all.
would make you go? What would make you go? Okay, so when you're cleaning out a woman's car, you going to her glove department?
You damn right. And let
For
her
what?
pocketbook
For
sit there.
what?
I'm going through that
For
shit
what?
too. Huh?
I'm gonna think you a thief. Stay out my stuff.
Evidence. I need to know these feelings of mine. I need to know where all this coming from. I need to know, am I the only one?
My auntie always told me, until that man says I do, he is single. Act accordingly. Don't go rumbling through his stuff. Don't go hurting your own feelings. When that man gets on his knees and propose to you, that's when you start saying, okay, well, who's this, and what's that? Until then, you could be replaced at any day. So that's my advice to him. Stop going through people's stuff. None of that was your business.
I
You are
don't
not
like
nobody's.
that
You are
logic.
nobody's husband.
Damn
I don't
right.
like that logic, but hey,
No,
people
because
use-
we haven't. We said V.
No, I was just saying I don't like that because I feel like if I'm in a relationship with you, I don't care if we're not married or not. I would hope that you will be faithful to me.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, everybody hopes that. Well, I'll put it like this: when you're with somebody, you're trusting them. You're trusting the fact that they're going to be faithful to you. Now, if you go rumbling through stuff, you're going there to find something. Now you're going to find something that might be old, that might be right before you, that might be before y'all considered yourself exclusive or whatever. And now you're upset. Now it's in the back of your head. Now you're making up scenarios in your head. Why? Because you went digging. There was no reason for you to dig. There was no reason for you to dig. This is not your husband. This is your boyfriend. You should have this trust in him.
You say you shouldn't have that much trust?
You should have that trust in him. If you can't trust him, there's no need in being with them.
Well, trust is
I
everything.
don't agree with that. Because if we having skin to skin sex, I need to know everything. I need to know
But
everything.
that's why you don't.
What?
You gotta be
If we having skin
careful.
to skin, I'm going to the gynecologist because I need to know what's going on. Because when you get checked, we get checked. Oh, I ain't.
wow.
It's a we thing. When I'm going to the doctor, bring your punk ass on too. We
Oh, okay.
scheduling.
I'm about to
We
say,
going
so,
to the
so you're
dentist
going
together.
too. Okay.
Huh?
Okay. As long as everybody's going with everybody, I'm good with that.
Oh, because as soon as Weenie and Vagina meet face to face, oh man, shit change. Shit change. We got matching outfits, all that. I need to know everything. I need to know what's your employee tax ID number. I need to know
Why?
how many. I need to know what. I want your VIP number or your MVP card number at Food Line because we sharing now. We personal. We go together real bad. Because when you get them damn greenback stamps and you can redeem it on gas, we both taking our cars up there. Nah, I'm snooping because I need to know everything.
Hey, Sandra. Thank you so much. Thank you, friend. And let me get to Jason's comment because his just popped up at the bottom. So I don't know Jason, who are you talking about? Because I never did say that the woman wasn't wrong. She's clearly wrong. I don't care who it is that's doing the cheating.
Yeah.
I'm not down for that. And y'all should know that by now. So he says, Vic, let it go. You're not going to find a woman to admit another woman was wrong. Let's not forget about Jada. They blaming him for finding out she ain't ish instead of blaming her for not being ish. Who is
you right, Jason?
Who is they though? Because
we're not saying that she's right.
Patricia is. Patricia co-signed.
Patricia said that he's lying about the story.
It don't matter.
I don't think he's lying. I don't think he's lying because how he was talking, like in the message or whatever. This is how he found out, and
he heard.
Everybody's not gonna find out someone's cheating the same way. You're not gonna see it by sight. Everybody's not gonna see it in action. Okay, this brother found it. He was being nosy, as us as women do a lot of times. We be nosy, going through stuff that we shouldn't be going through, and we end up finding something, seeing something that we regret, that we searched for and we found. And this is exactly what this guy did. He found out. He went in the glove department. He saw the registration. He saw the man's name on the registration, and he asked her about it. She admitted, yes, she's married, but we're not having a good marriage right now. We're going through this. The same thing the people that is a cheater use when they're married. Oh, things are not, well, they don't got to be married, because a lot of times, even if you're just in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, the same excuse. Oh, I'm not happy with this person. He or she, they're not doing this. So I'm doing this. I'm on my own, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. So yes, he found out that this lady was married. And he said that he knew the husband. Guess he didn't know that they was married. So once again, this is not someone that he was in contact with often. Just like some people in the comments, I don't know them, but if I see them in the street and they, hey, Veronica, blah, 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 okay, I'm gonna speak. But I don't know if they're married or not. I wouldn't know their wife. I wouldn't know their husband if I saw them in the street. You know what I'm saying? So this could be that type of situation. This brother did not know that this man was married to her. So yes, she's straight up wrong for what she did. And I say that to anybody. Like if you're going to cheat, just go ahead and get out of the situation that you're in. You stay in it.
I agree.
Or let someone know up front and let them make that decision if they want to stay or not.
How long were they dating?
That he didn't say. He didn't say how long it lasted. I probably could reach out to him and ask him right quick.
So
I'm gonna know. Go ahead.
I'll say this: women, when y'all caught y'all will try to do any and everything to smooth that blow over. You may blow some things. You may cook some things. You may do a lot of things just to do a little bit of damage control. But you ain't gonna just cut nobody slam off when you've been caught, because you don't want to look like the bad guy.
bad person. Yeah, you're right. But men do.
So let me go to this and say, who care about how he find out? Who care how he find out? Whether he lying or not? She's married with a mother man. She's a slut bucket. Case closed.
No, I said she found out that way because that's what Nick and I think it was Patricia was saying about him going in a glove compartment.
Yeah.
So that's
why we're not saying she's right. We're not saying she's right at all. What I'm saying, the reason why I don't believe it, that's why I said I want to know how long they were dating, because if you're a married woman, and Veronica, you've been married.
Mm-hmm.
How much free time did you really have away from your husband? Could you have cheated and he not know? And that other person not know?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never had that much free time.
Because I'm gonna say neither. Do you think people don't do stuff on their job when they supposed to be at work, but they're not really at work? They take a day off without you even knowing. There's ways around it. Trust and believe.
Yeah, I mean,
You're
I believe
right.
there are ways. I believe there are ways around it. Even just a trip to the store, a phone call can be had. I'm not disputing that. But to the point where he has her car to clean it out, like, and taking her on dates at night and all of that. And I can understand, like, she could say, oh, I'm going out with the girls, et cetera, et cetera. And if, if the marriage is, kind of
I have a doctor's appointment. I have my annual. Shit, you're going to meet that man. Trust me. These people out here.
I've seen it.
Yeah. So there's ways of, because I would have never thought, and I don't want to get personal. I wouldn't have seen it coming. You know what I'm saying? But it was being done ways that I wouldn't know until it got messy. So you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you're using excuses about you at work, but you're not really at work. Or, someone used the excuse of, I got a doctor's appointment. Doctor's appointment can last an hour and a half to 2 hours.
What kind of doctor you going to?
But no, what I'm saying,
you ain't never sat in a waiting room a long period of time.
No.
Usually in those situations, though, the other person knows about that individual's being married. Because if I'm talking to a guy and I can't just call him and he answers, it takes him hours to get back to me. After a while, I'm gonna start questioning that. Oh, he's only calling me when he's riding. I can never talk to him at a certain time at night. Like, certain things start to add up.
Yeah.
Like,
but why would you be calling somebody 24/7 when they're working, though? I'm not that girl. You're working. I'm not getting ready to breathe down your neck all day.
No, but when you like somebody, you get a good morning text.
Yeah.
How's your day going?
Good morning, beautiful.
Yep.
I can't
especially at the beginning. Especially at the beginning, like, how's your day going? Just like little taps.
But this is the thing. Those things can happen and you still be cheating. You can say, how easy it is to send a text message?
I'm not saying cheating can't be done. What I'm saying is, how did he not realize it? That's why I asked, how long were they dating? Because if he found out within a couple of weeks, okay, then the story, well, I still don't believe the story, but I can believe that he found out. But if this is like going on for months and you were accepting, like, oh, I called her to check on her to see how her day was and she didn't answer and she didn't get back to me, especially if she has kids, it's not easy to just maneuver a whole nother person.
Yeah. I mean, trust me, there's ways around it.
Okay, well, I'll say this. It's before you start, I'm not saying there aren't ways to cheat. Her being the cheater, I'm not saying she couldn't get out there and do it. I'm not saying she couldn't call him when she was riding to the store. That's not what I'm disputing. What I'm disputing is him actually knowing. That's why I say in a time frame of when he found out. If he found out in a couple of weeks, I can understand. I can see that. But if this is like months down the line,
well,
how did you not add that up?
He said he was falling for her, so I'm pretty sure it's not just a 2-week, 3-week thing. So I don't.
It could be V. So the thing is who pursued who would be the main thing, because depending on who pursued who, depending on who was the aggressor. So I'm gonna say this: when I've seen this, when a woman is pursuing a man and that man is falling for that woman, he's going to believe any and everything she can come up with about her time, and he will be at her beck and call when she wants to spend time with him. If he's pursuing her and that's who he really wants to be with, she's going to make time for him. Hey, I had to work night shift or whatever. But she's going to keep him at a distance. And once sex is involved, and it's as good as he is saying that it is, or so to speak, then whatever she say is the fucking gospel. I mean, I'll tell you this, it's from a male point of view, even though it's been over 12 years since I've done anything like that, it ain't hard to cheat, but the hardest part is looking your person in the face and continuing on as if you doing something normal. Because you're gonna question every move you make. You coming in, damn, did my deodorant still smell the same? And do I smell like soap? Because you can't come in and take a shower. That's a dead giveaway right there. And you can't come in there smelling too fresh. So
you get off your routine.
And that's just it. You have to get off that routine before you even have sex with this person. So it's looks like
it's too much. Why even go through all that? It's just too much. Be with the person you're with.
Exactly. I'm with you. Like cheating is more mental than it is physical, in my opinion. Because it ain't nothing to stick your penis in something. That's whatever. It's the after effect that comes with it that you have to keep this big facade up. And to me, it's just not worth it. It's just like
it really isn't.
Okay. So
Sammy, it don't take a lot. It don't take a lot of time to cheat. Exactly, Mr. Sammy. Go ahead.
Okay. What I'm saying is like y'all not getting I wouldn't say Victor's not getting my point, but like the rest of them is not getting my point where I say it's not the amount of time that she's willing to give, like that, it's what he's accepting. And like Victor said, like, you know, if he like or whatever, he's gonna accept that she's busy, this, that, and the other. But you do start to question and I know I'm not alone in this. If I'm dealing with a man and I call him at like 8:00 at night, and that seems to be the time that he doesn't answer his phone every single night, I can't never get to him. And he can lie to me and say, oh yeah, I work third shift, but you can't work 24 hours. You can't say I'm working in the morning and I had to go in at night. Like after a while, it's gonna be like, something is not adding up. So if it was just that's why I said it matters in regards to how long. If it was just a few weeks in, even a month, I'll say that 30 days. If it was like 30 days in and he's falling for her, he's catching feelings, and he happened to find that, I can believe he went looking for it because he didn't trust her. He felt like something was up.
So
that's the only way I can believe that.
I'm gonna tell you this, Nick. I don't know everybody's profession. I don't. So we all know truck drivers got time. So I threw that out there because I just seen my brother posted posted something, and you know, but there are jobs out there, and that their hours at beck and call. You got linemen out there that have to get out there and do their thing. You know, a lot of maintenance personnel, depending on the plant, if their plant is 24 hours, God, dog, depending on if their plant is 24 hours. So John just wrote a book, depending on if they plant is 24 hours, they get them 2-3 o'clock in the morning phone calls. You know, when me and my ex had got together, I told her, I was like, listen, my schedule changes all the time. You know, that's why I don't make a lot of plans. And people say, damn, man, you always at work. I am and I ain't. You know what I'm saying? But I have to make time for myself sometimes. Can you
I can't stand Tim.
Can you smoke a cigar and blow it off? Can you put John's comment up there?
That's a
So
lot.
I'm gonna give him the benefit. I'm gonna read this.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
That big long one.
Okay.
It says women cheat at the odd. Huh?
I was looking for someone else comment because it was really short, but go ahead. Oh,
I'm sorry. It said women cheat at the oddest times, before and after the hair salon, then braided appointments. They be taking 2 days. Fellas, part of that day, she got a dick appointment. Girls trips, they will take a lame church girl to make that man think they're going to be good, and they will claim they on a girl's trip and send her man old pics that he ain't seen and be with another dude. Fellas, if you at work and she say she watching TV, ask specific details of where you at instead of what you doing, fellas. You better step your game up.
And he's
you
not
know
wrong.
what? But you
He's
know
not
what?
wrong.
He's not wrong. Like,
I know he ain't.
yeah, like that is facts. But my
Yeah.
thing is, y'all go through that extreme just to be with somebody else. Man, let it go. That's too much work for me. That's too much. I can't.
It really is. That's what I said. It's like a whole job. Being
So you meet some man,
Bye.
about that.
but you got to prepare yourself for this now.
Bye.
Now, if you used to getting something like that, and then you got old Long Dong Silver coming through, you got to clear your schedule.
Wait, first of all, why should I even know that he have a Long John Silver or whatever you said if I'm supposed to be dealing with somebody else? Why?
It's gray
do I-
sweatpants season.
Man,
I agree with Veronica. It does take too much work to
Too
cheat.
much.
Like, it's the scheduling this, lying about this, making sure this happens, getting this together, making sure they're not in the same place, having to be a mom, having to be a wife, but also having to be a girlfriend.
right. Like, what did I tell him the
It just-
last time? What was my excuse the last time so I won't use it this time? Like, bye.
Even with telling the stories, and you sitting there telling them, yeah, well, at work, so and so and so and so, like, you can't even keep it up because you have to, like, me and my friend, because you can't say your husband or you can't say it's your side dude. It just takes too much work to cheat. It really does.
Right.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, in my 20s, that was a trip, but you know, that was just a lot. That was a whole lot. But
That's why y'all like dating them subpar men, because they'll believe any damn thing you tell them. Y'all know that. Y'all will date a guy. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all will date a guy that got an IQ lower than his
no,
age.
not low.
Lower than his age.
I wouldn't say lower, but nice.
Y'all be having guys who couldn't think themselves out of a wet paper bag, and y'all will spruce him up. He'll have a decent job, decent money, or whatever. He ain't smart enough to spend no money, just so you can go out there and be with the street boy and make plays with him riding around in the passenger seat.
See what I just said. At the beginning of the show, that men would sit here and say how, oh, I did this for her. I was the best man ever to her. Good guys finished last, and she left me to go be with the street dude down the street. Like, get a new story. Get a new storyline. I'm serious. The great guy ain't always the great guy.
So tell me this then. How many? Because all the street guys I know in jail, they got multiple women visiting them. Y'all love somebody behind bars.
You can't say, hold up. Don't say y'all.
Okay.
Because I've never. My self-esteem is entirely too high. And I don't care
Y'all
who
love
feels
sending Cooper
whatever
trust
about that.
funds. Y'all will send a Cooper
No.
trust fund in a damn minute.
First, stop saying y'all.
Right.
However, what I will say is, like, there are certain men that pick certain women. There are certain women that pick certain men.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I will also say is, like, every woman is not a good woman. Every man is not a good man. Just because you feel like you're good doesn't make you good. Just because you say, oh, well, I sent her flowers. But you probably have an attitude all the time, too. You're probably a little sassy. And I'm being really, really honest. Like, yeah, you wanted to take her on a trip, fully paid for, all of that. But then you snatched her jacket away from her because she didn't answer her phone at 4 o'clock when you called her.
But that phone was in that jacket I bought it.
You ain't had, but see, that's the thing. You don't get ownership. Once you give a gift, that's a gift. She ain't got to answer her phone to you all the time. You don't know when she's busy.
Who bought the phone?
She did.
Who paid for the service?
It doesn't matter if you're paying.
Then
for
don't
a
charge
service,
your phone
you
at my house.
Get...
That my electricity and that battery. Answer it.
Just like I said, because you feel like you're a good guy doesn't make you a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
So
Tyrone says, I can't cheat because lying takes too much energy. I'm going to be straight up.
Yeah.
Right, Tyrone. Why you look
I
like
ain't agreeing with that, Ty, but I get where he's coming from. I get where he's coming from, but I'm a lie.
Oh, well, we know you're a lie.
Oh, I'm a lie. Oh, I'm lying.
Mr. Sammy says, I heard everything you are saying. But people cheat every day and night, men and women. Facts. Yes.
Where?
Women cheat. I think women cheat more than men.
You know what, Victor? If you would have said that a few years ago, I probably would have been like, man. But now,
yeah,
you're right. Because it seems like no one cares at this point. No one cares if someone is with someone. Like, if they want that dude, they're going to go after that dude. They're going to do everything in their power to try to get that dude. These days, no one have respect for themselves. So I'm going to agree with you on that. I can't even disagree with that. I can't. And it's sad.
I agree.
I agree.
Sad. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. I wouldn't say like I believe there's a lot of trauma. A lot of women who are emotionally unavailable and messed up. And it doesn't even have to be from a man. It could just be childhood or whatever. And it's like hurt people.
So understand that cheating is not all physical. Because to me, the emotional cheating is to me that's more damaging than the physical. The reason
but men and women
that,
cheat differently and for
everybody
different
cheats
reasons.
differently. Like, I'm gonna say this: if you at your job and Jerome come up to you and try to hand you a honey bun and a Pepsi, you better tell Jerome, hell no.
Why? Well, it depends.
First of all, your honey bun should have come from the house. Don't be accepting no gifts, because as soon as Sarah bring me a piece of cheesecake she made, you got a damn problem.
I think that was a post going around saying, I think my man better not be buying no woman at work breakfast or something like that. This is my take on that. I'm okay with it if it's somebody like he works with. Like, I used to work in a call center, and if me and somebody are like right next to each other, we have built some type of friendship. It doesn't have to be inappropriate of nothing, but we are somebody that probably talks every day about topics and stuff, just to get the day going past, for the day to pass by. Nothing outside of work. So if they're on their way to work and they're getting a biscuit, and the biscuits are 2 for $4, and they happen to buy me one, that was just a nice gesture. Like, thank you, I appreciate it. I ain't thinking about none of it.
No. So let's back up for a second. Jason says something right there that y'all don't realize when we come into work. See, for those of you who don't know, a honey bun and a soda is like steak 48 at the job. You got a honey bun and a 20-ounce.
What does that mean?
That's Ruth Chris. That's Justice. That's exclusive.
Let me tell you something about me. When it comes to someone, you know, that I know that like me, are trying to, you know, flirting with me and trying to get with me, I'm trying to avoid that at all costs. Whether it's on the job, whether it's somebody, you know, in the inbox, whatever it is. Like, if I know that they're flirting with me, I'm not going to take a donut. I'm not going to take a sausage biscuit, because
Right.
I don't want no strings attached.
You missing the point. Damn the sausage biscuit. If I bring you a honey bun, that's flirting. Hey, I got this extra honey
But
bun.
it's not. But everybody doesn't understand with
donut.
no damn honey bun and Pepsi. And most people, I don't even eat honey buns. So if you give me that, I don't even want that. And I don't like
Okay.
Pepsi. I'm a Coke girl. So it's already all wrong. But
So,
no,
But you missing the point. Y'all see, that's the thing. Y'all don't understand when a nigga flirting with y'all to start with.
Yes, we do.
No,
we
you
do.
don't.
Trust me.
No,
Oh, yes,
you
we
don't.
do. We ignore it. We might ignore it.
Right.
We
Right.
know.
Man,
And we know who to
So-
stay away from, and we know where to put people and boundaries. So if a man that I know, like Veronica said, flirts with me or says little slick stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not accepting any food from him, because
Right.
that could be taken the wrong way. But if it's somebody I just like, you know, he coming in like, girl, let me tell you what happened. Like, I know the friendship is just that, platonic. It ain't
Yeah.
nothing like that. Then I'm gonna feel comfortable with taking a biscuit from him.
Yeah. I get that.
And if you, and I'll be like this, like I told the other women on that post, I trust my boyfriend now. You know, he might be out there embarrassing me. I don't know. But, so I'm going to throw that disclaimer out in case that does happen. But I've never caught him cheating.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, I can't treat him like a cheating man.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm going to treat him like a cheating man, then I'm gonna have these insecurities. I'm gonna drive my own self crazy. No, I treat him like a human being, like he loves me, like I can trust him and all of that, and trust that he's not gonna go out there and embarrass me. And I feel he should treat me the same way. You shouldn't dictate you can't control if somebody cheats on you or not.
Right. But is that growth? Would you say that's growth, Neat? Because I can say, like, in my younger days, like, all kind of stuff would be going through my mind. Like, okay, he didn't call me at this time, or he didn't, you know, text me at this time, or call me from the phone booth back then.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like, you know, all kind of stuff be going through your mind and make you think that they're cheating. But
Oh, yeah. I did a few drive-bys. Yeah.
right,
Pop
driving
up.
by to see if the car is parked at the house, and you know, all that.
how you
crazy
got the
stuff.
address?
Oh, we know.
Yeah. How you don't have your
Trust
man's
me.
address?
We
Or
know.
the other woman that we may believe. Oh, yeah. If I believe that my boyfriend is cheating on me with a particular woman, I know who her mama is. I know where she works. I know where her mama works. I know where her kids go to school at. I know her credit score.
Oh,
The FBI ain't got nothing on me. I don't know all about her.
now I'm not going that deep. Well,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not trying to go that deep today, but I'm
You
saying,
know
like,
why?
back in the day, I did.
You know why Neat go that deep? because he went that deep.
No,
And
I mean, like, that's just well, I can say, Veronica, that is growth.
Yeah.
Growth. Because now I don't care if I even find out. That's it. Like, okay, it happened. Oh well, it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah. So let's get to some comments, Victor. Let's see.
So while you doing that, I'm gonna say, Jason already know that Big Texas. That's how you even get yourself in the door. Well, I bring you a Big Texas. Shit.
Well, what is a Big Texas?
It's like a little like cheesecake, but it's like
cinnamon. You know what it is. Somebody done bought you a Big Texas before, ain't it?
I used to work at a convenience store. That's how I know they are. But it's like a little cheese Danish, but it's with sweet. It's like a cinnamon bun. But like,
okay.
It's a big cinnamon bun. Yeah. With icing on it.
Somebody bought you one before?
No, I used to buy them myself.
Okay. No, Veronica, that's because most women think they that way because of what she in the streets doing. You think so, mate? Okay. So, okay, Mike, I'm gonna leave it right there. I think both sexes cheat. Shanita. I think both sexes cheat, but I think men cheat more. They will dip that pen and then say she didn't mean anything, but if we do it, they can't handle it at all.
So
No.
Women handle cheating better than men do. Is that what she's saying?
No, she's saying, well,
I mean, that is true. We do handle.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
But she's saying that men cheat more because they will stick their thing in just anything. I do feel like men will stick their penis in a cockroach. I don't believe I don't believe that men cheat more because a lot of times with men, they will cheat and then not cheat no more. Women, we would kind of like, we would cheat for years. Because we emotionally cheat. We don't just physically cheat. So when it becomes emotions, like I can say, yeah, we cheat more. Like there are guys, some guys will like never cheat on their girlfriends ever. They may be a cheater, but they may not ever cheat on this one particular girl. A woman,
Go ahead and put your foot in your mouth.
I'm not putting my foot in my mouth because it's not like women cheat more. Yeah, that's
I know
I'm
y'all
gonna
do.
leave it at that. Yeah, women do cheat more.
So
because once we get our roster, that's it.
Once what?
Our roster.
Oh, roster. So I feel like physically men cheat more, but like you said, emotionally and mentally, I think women cheat. You know, a man at the job or a man in the neighborhood will go out of his way just to get. He know this woman married, and she know what she doing. Oh, I'm gonna make Sam at the store smile today. If I go in there and smile with Sam, he'll go in there. He won't charge me for this coffee. That's fucking cheating. Go in there and pay the damn $1.25 a little funky ass cup of coffee. Don't go up in there because you don't see me going in there flirting with the little funny looking Jerome in McDonald's to get me a free hash brown. I ain't doing that. Go in the store, pay the $1.25 for the shit. Stop always trying to say, well, babe, I'm saving money on us. I'm going in there with my low-cut blouse on because, you know, old Sandra back there, she liked me too. Come on, man. Pay full price. That's cheap.
Who are these women?
I agree with that though. I do. I agree with that.
I'm not caring about no low cut, no top just to get something for on the low.
Shit. But yeah, some women do that. Yeah,
I don't have to do that. I could just walk in there and they'd be like,
oh. Hey, hello.
Hey, but guess what? Let me find out. and as soon as you walk out that door, you'll think Shawn Michaels done met you because I'm putting some sweet chin music right here. I put my foot right up under your
But
chin.
why? I didn't do anything. I just walked in the store.
You gonna pay the same price that everybody else paid.
Why?
Ain't no
No, I'm gonna
discount
say
here.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Exactly. That could be my blessing.
Yep.
Your blessing is me. I'm your blessing.
You're not the only blessing in the world. I know you like
Right.
to think so. I know your mama probably told you that, but no.
She ain't never tell me that. She had one child. She got it right the first time.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. And
Let me
that
tell you
explains a lot. That explains a whole lot.
I think y'all don't get it. When I tell you, when people flirting with you, you don't get, oh, excuse me, ma'am, let me hold this door for you. Nah, bro. Keep your punk ass walking in. Don't be so he holding the door so he can look at your tail.
No, he's holding the door because he's a gentleman. And he's holding the door
Yes.
because he's respectful. He's holding the door because he's nice like that. Why would you walk? I mean, besides you, Victor, no one is going to just walk in and they see someone behind them, whether it's a man or a woman, they're going to hold the door for them. What are you talking about? Well, that's the
So-
respectful thing to do.
If I hold the door for somebody, we're not making no conversation. I'm just holding the door.
I'm saying
And
thank you.
it's-
Okay, that's fine.
All right. But if you come on, pretty lady, let me hold the door. Right there. We ain't doing
But
it.
see, a lot of older men are like that. I
Yeah.
can't control how he is. All I can say is
Then don't
thank you
walk
and move
through.
on.
Go to another store.
But see, nowadays when you walk away from stuff like that, you kind of got to be nice in order to stay alive.
Nick, it ain't that damn bad now. I get what you're saying, but it ain't that damn bad. God, dog.
You don't know
God,
that.
dog.
You say it's not that bad, but you're not a woman.
You're right. But in these day and age, we can't even turn down advances from the other side because we get labeled as something like I care. I've been called worse. But I'm going to tell you right now, if anybody from the other side tried to hold the door for me or give me something for free, I don't want it, bro. Sir, homie.
Sometimes it's just a nice gesture.
Right.
Here,
And it's okay.
here's a cup of coffee for free. Don't worry about it. It's cool. Pay for it.
Cheryl said he's holding the door to see my butt, but I don't have one.
That, he won't hold it again. He gonna hold that shit one time.
Some men are just gentlemen. They were raised to hold a door when a woman walks through.
But the thing is this is my thing, and I try to tell somebody else this all the time. I could be nice to you and not hold a conversation with you. You don't owe me anything if I hold the door. Just a thank you. You're welcome. That's it. That we don't need no more conversation.
But you're not holding the door.
So
can you not have a conversation with the opposite sex without your brain going to another place?
Right.
my brain doesn't.
Then why wouldn't you just open the door for a woman? And she's like, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You're like, you're welcome. Oh, the sun is out today, isn't it?
No,
You,
I done walked off.
but why? That's rude.
So let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you what happened. 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. It was whenever Good Friday was. When was Good Friday? Yeah. I went to Dollar General. And there was a lady in there, and she had 3 smaller kids with her. And the kids had some cards or whatever. And they were sitting in there, and the cash register was kind of messing up at the time, but the kids had some gift cards from a church, and they was buying some shit from Dollar General, right? So I was in the self-checkout line. So I told the kids, I was like, man, y'all come over here, and I'll go ahead and pay for it. Y'all keep y'all gift card. So she was like, no, they got the gift cards or whatever. I'm like, y'all, I wasn't talking to her no more. I'm talking to the kids. Y'all bring y'all stuff over here. Keep your gift cards. Because like I said, the register was messing up. Y'all bring y'all stuff over here. I'll pay for it. So anyway, after I had to convince her that I was going to pay for it and they could keep their gift cards, rung all this shit up, pay for it, we was walking out the door. We park next to each other. Why is you trying to hold a conversation? Ma'am, the transaction is over with. I don't got shit else to say to you. I didn't do it for you.
It's not so much as she was trying to flirt with you. She felt like you were a good person.
I didn't feel like she was flirting, but she made, like I said, y'all make shit weird. I did a nice deed. You said thank you. That's it. I don't want anything else. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all make shit weird. Sometimes a woman will make it so that another woman won't benefit from that. Stop making shit weird. I did it for the kids. It had nothing to do with her.
Well, some
of
us
kids don't realize that you're doing a nice gesture.
And some of us just love to talk. We're not flirting. We just love to talk.
And I don't.
Especially an older woman. And that's okay. Then you wrap up the conversation with being nice, like, oh, okay, well, I gotta go. Y'all have a good one. And move on.
But I'm gonna tell you, once you show me that you're not trying to hold a conversation, I'm gonna leave it like that. Like if you're continuing to walk and you're back towards me and I'm trying to listen, I know when to shut up. I love to talk, but I know when to shut up. So I'm quite sure you was giving her that look like
no, I got in my truck.
Yeah, you done.
I didn't give her. I mean, she was saying something, and I just got in the truck. And
see what I'm saying? Rude, right, Rachel? Very rude.
So wait a minute. Let's back up. The register messing up. She got 3 kids. They stuff wasn't that. It wasn't that expensive. It might have been, I don't know, $25, $30. All right. I said, kids, y'all bring y'all stuff over here, and I'm gonna ring it up. I'll pay for it. She said, no, they got money. Ma'am, I understand that. Y'all bring y'all stuff over here. The kids was like, shit. I let them ring their stuff up. I paid for it. She thanked me. The kids thanked me. Transaction is over with. We're done. Forever.
I get what you're saying. Like the transaction is over. There's no need to talk. You did your good deed for the day. Let's move on. I get that. However, sometimes just people, it doesn't even have to be a woman, just people, right. We kind of feel like we have to kind of hold something else. Yeah, say something else and kind of like, oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Or whatever. Yeah, just be nice, just as nice as you was to
right. Walking out the door. Oh, you didn't have to do that.
Yeah, you really didn't have to do that, but I appreciate that. She said that.
So when I walked in my truck, we was parked next to each other. I got my bags in my hand. I cranked my shit up from the outside because I said, you know what? It's going to be some shit. And I got up, as I was getting in, she was like, oh, sir, that was up, slam. And I put my truck in reverse and left. Nah, we ain't doing that.
Okay, so, because let's back up. So what was the purpose of you doing that? Just so it won't go any further? Like if maybe she was trying to flirt, or what was the purpose of you just getting in your truck and?
Because I don't like don't make it weird. Our conversations is gonna only make it weird.
You said thank awkward? You.
Huh?
Do you lack social skills?
Yes, all of them. I'm an unsocial person.
Yeah, he don't like when you say, "Oh," he think that's weird.
Then that explains a lot. That does. It explains a lot about you.
Mr. Sammy, don't push it.
But see, the thing is when it comes to guys, I'm gonna tell you something. When it comes to guys, hey, bro, I got the next round. Appreciate it, man. What you want? All right, I want this, and this. All right, cool. I got it. I'm on my way to the bar anyway. I pay for the drinks or whatever. All right. A month later, hey, bro, what you want? Hey, man, I want this, and this. And I pay for it or whatever. I'm not going to sit here. He ain't going to say, well, bro, you got the last one. Shit, if I'm offering, bro, just accept it. But I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, man, you ain't have to do that. Oh, man. You know,
I hope not.
Bro, say what you want. I'm offering. You want something, bro? No, I'm good, bro. You had got the last one. Okay, cool. And I'm going about my business. Just be direct. All that extra shit it's not even worth it.
That's because we're too different. We're women.
Yeah.
We're gonna say extra things.
And then men are gonna be like, "Oh, I opened the door for her, and all she said was, thank you."
Then
That's
they
all
call
I
her
want.
stuck up. They call her stuck
Yeah.
up, bougie.
Yeah.
Oh, she thinks she all
I
that.
bought her a drink, and she was just like, "Yeah," and she walked off. She didn't say 2 words to me.
Right. Let us give that same energy and see what kind of name we get called.
Now, if you would have bought her stuff and she would have just walked off, how would
Right.
you feel?
Right.
Because you could have said, "Well, I wasn't obligated to do that. I was just doing something nice." You could at least say thank you. No, she didn't want to make it weird.
Right.
You see what Cheryl? Depending on who it says what depends who y'all man is. Women can't cheat on smart man. That's why women love a dumbass man. Told you.
Women can cheat on anybody. It is a matter of who's gonna stay there and put up with it.
Kanye made a good point, and I don't think people realize y'all will get y'all a dumb man. Listen, y'all will get y'all a dumb man, and he flipping burgers, and ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
He get that promotion, the fries, or whatever. He doing that. He make it to assistant manager. Oh, your ass ain't no good no more.
Oh, so you think he gonna dump us just because he moved up to an assistant manager on the fries?
I got that. I got clout now.
I agree. Yeah, I
men
agree.
do that. Now,
Yeah.
we do that. Now, even though I say women cheat more, because y'all do it up here, y'all still are loyal through the come up. If you got a man and y'all both start here and y'all coming up, if that man was pretty much with you the whole way as you was making it up, you'll bring him up with you.
Yeah, because we're a team. We're supposed to be working together.
Oh, no. I'm not bringing him up with me. No. He can come up by himself. But yeah, I'm not. No.
If y'all together, if y'all a couple, you're not gonna be there for that man.
I would like this, and this may be something I need to heal from, and may come from a hurt place. But I ain't never had a man pick me up when I was completely down. I've had a man try to impress me, but I've never, like, me being down on my luck, rock bottom. Ain't nobody said, "Here, let me put you in a house," or "Let me put you in an apartment," or "Come move with me." No. Let me buy you a car.
So because that particular person at that time, or whoever you're talking about, didn't help.
No, I'm just saying in general. I'm not even talking about just like one particular man. I'm talking about just.
But that's what I'm saying.
In general, I've never.
Because that happened to you, you won't give somebody else that chance.
Correct. I'm no. And I've seen men. I've literally watched men be like, have nothing, come out of jail, come out of the street, and be like brought up to a certain standard. Now he's a truck driver.
Right.
She sent him to school. She paid for everything, and now or built his business.
Find nobody like that.
Built his business. Now they're divorced, and he's like, "Well, I paid you back your little money."
So
like I've seen it. I can't. It's not in me to build somebody. I can build with somebody.
But I'm gonna tell you what I'm not gonna do though. I'm not gonna judge from my previous. I'm not gonna judge from someone else's relationship. Just because their man didn't stick by them doesn't mean my man's not gonna stick by me. We have to give people a chance. And I mean, I know it's 2023 and people don't have hearts anymore and don't care. But just because somebody else went through something, I'm not going to say that's going to happen to me. I'm just not going to do that.
I'm about to be 37 years old. Granted, I understand people hit rock bottom at any age. Don't you do it, Victor. But no. No.
I got a question. So everybody's lows is not the same as everybody's. Rock bottom might not be what some people consider rock bottom. So let's say that. All right. We all agreeing that rock bottom may not be homeless, may not be carless or broke, but
Yeah.
it's your lowest point.
Mm-hmm.
This is a question to the both of you. At your lowest point, were you available to even have somebody outside of your family to bring you up?
Yeah.
So you were available.
Mm-hmm.
Veronica?
Available meaning single? What
Or
do you
just
mean
available to have somebody other outside of your family? Because to me, one of my lowest points, I was single at the time. So I wasn't available, or I didn't have the necessity to even date anybody to have them assist me out of my position. I was too embarrassed.
I know. I've never been embarrassed about like, because they're like I was young, so I felt like this was normal, but I literally like talked to men. I think one man was like, "You live with your mom. You have rules." No, you're too old for that. So like, okay.
V?
I
So
can't.
why I can't do that to another man? And I like I said,
Because
it may come from
two
a
wrongs
hurt
don't make
place.
a right. Neat.
He wasn't wrong though.
If you're in love with someone, I don't see anything wrong with helping somebody come up. If you're supposed to be in a relationship with someone and you love them, we're a team, right?
They wasn't in a relationship.
Nope.
I'm saying in a relationship. I'm not saying someone that you just.
Well, like if I'm in a relationship with a man and he kind of falls, I can help him up. I can help you get up.
Talking about in a relationship.
Yeah, but I can't help you from scratch or anything like that, and I'm just meeting you.
I get that.
Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. I've never had a man that when I was down say, "Oh yeah, let me, yeah, I want to be in a relationship with you. I like you. Yeah, I'm gonna help you do all it." No, not
Yeah,
pay
I
for me to
get
go to
that. Why
school.
invest in someone and you just meeting them and you putting all your I can't
But that's what
disagree.
women do.
That's
What
what
some
y'all
women
do.
do.
I was gonna say that. That's what y'all
Yeah.
do.
Send him to school. Have him a place to lay his head. Like I know many women that have I know many women that have men that aren't working, staying at their house.
Yeah.
Because he's a babysitter. Or because he can cook good with the groceries she's purchasing.
But these are people that they're just meeting? Or is this someone that they've been in a relationship with for quite some time?
They started like that, and he moved in because this
so
is how
she knew that he didn't have she knew that he didn't have a job and stuff when she met him.
Every woman every woman that has a man staying with them that does not work, he was always like this. He moved from his mama house. He moved from his mama house to her house.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's on them. That's just how they want. I don't want to say those are the ones that I say they want. If they can't have a full man, they have a piece of man. I don't want to say that because I mean, to each his own. However you want to live, you live that way. But I know that's not Veronica. No. But to each his own. I mean, I thought maybe they were together and he lost his job and but if you're meeting someone, he don't have a job, but you're going to take him in, don't expect for this man to get a job.
That's why women, that's why they try to tell women not to date potential. Because you're dating potential because you feel like he can potentially be this individual.
Yeah.
And at a place in his mind where he's broke, he doesn't have much, and you're still interested in him. Now he's at another level. You broke him. So that's your type. He's not broke anymore. So he can't be your type anymore. And you're not his type anymore.
Facts.
So that's now how I look at it is I wasn't nobody's type when I was down.
Yeah.
No one. I have a text that every time I feel like I'm in a bad place, or I talk to this one individual, I go back to that one text where they hurt my feelings and told me that I wasn't an adult, that I didn't have the things that an adult should have. And that motivates me to make sure I get up every day and do what I'm supposed to do and what I need to do. And I don't talk to people like that. And I'll stay on my shit.
But you're in a relationship now, so you ain't got to worry about that, do you?
No, I mean, I'm just saying, like, that, like, if I'm down or I feel like I'm not in a good place,
That motivates you.
yeah, that motivates me. Or even if that individual talks to me, I look at that text like, nah.
So your feelings was hurt because he was telling the truth. I'm glad you ain't there anymore. But I told somebody one time, you know, and they bring that up every now and then, that I told him, like, you know, ain't no man want no woman who ain't got their own place. Because if I got my own, you should have your own too. Or at least a place for me to date you. I'm not gonna inconvenience myself because you are an inconvenience to me. You're not an adult. That's what adults do. Now, I can lose everything I have just as fast as I got it, and I understand that.
Yep.
But I have to put safeguards in place in order to maintain at least something, just in case something happens. So I also understand if I lose everything that I have, I cannot be out here trying to date someone to become a burden to them as well. And I think some people don't realize when we are dating, you have to have basic qualifications. There's some qualifications to date. And some people, they shouldn't even be out there dating, let alone having sex. Because
I wish I had a bill.
They can't afford a place to have sex with. Okay, you can do it in the woods, but they can't even afford not to get pregnant. And even if they do get pregnant, they can't afford to do either option.
Are we talking about adult
options?
What are we talking about? What age group?
Oh, hell, if you under 18, you shouldn't even be having sex any damn way.
I agree, but when she says what age group, she's looking at, are they in their 20s, are they in their 30s?
What are we talking about here?
So where we're at in life.
In the way I look at it when it comes to dating, one, are you even, and I hate to say this word, are you mentally able to date me? Are you mentally able or mentally available to date me? Are you financially available to date me? And are you socially available to date me? Socially means, can we go anywhere together and it be okay? Financially, can we go anywhere together and it be okay within reason? And mentally, are you mentally available for me to be at least a contender? Because if you got a little bunch of shit going on, Vic, this ain't the time. This ain't the time.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
It is.
So Patricia says, what was her comment? You can hit rock bottom mentally. It doesn't have to be physically.
That's facts. And I think the physical comes first. I mean, the mental comes first. In my opinion.
Yeah, most men who really are like serious and intentional about their dating, when they're in a bad place, usually they don't date. They don't want to, hey, shorty, how you doing? No, like they're in a very bad place mentally, usually. And it doesn't have to be where they're suicidal or anything. Be mad and not talk to him. You should thank him. Oh, no. No. I'm not saying I'm mad at him, but
that was a learning.
He said it. No, it wasn't even a teaching moment. It was to hurt me. it wasn't to make me get up or anything like that, because it's the person I had messed with before when I had everything. I had actually lost a lot. So you watched me lose. I confided in you and you threw it in my face.
That's different.
Oh, is that what they say that we do to them all the time?
Yeah. Threw it in my face.
Okay.
So men does that too?
No, that was one person.
One too many. But yeah, he threw it in my face, and a lot of people did not know.
Getting your feelings.
So that's why. Now the other guy, like, you know, when the guy that told me like I didn't even have a place of my own at the time, I didn't. I was like 20 something, and I was still staying with my mother, and he wasn't wrong. Like, he didn't call me, he didn't disrespect me. He was just like, man, like, you stay with your mom. Like, you got rules. I don't go by rules. So, like, I understood him. Like, we can't have sex loudly in my mama house.
Damn, they sneaking it. First of all, let me say this. You're right. That was different. That's fucked up. I thought this was somebody you just met and he said that. But yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. To watch somebody go through a rough patch just to throw it in their face.
Right.
Yeah, that's fucked up. But you know, I might not would have said it like that. But I would have just seen it. Can you just leave the window open? You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Now, but with the other one, yeah. Once I got my place, he still wasn't that interested, but like,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So the guy did comment back. I'm sorry. They back to the letter.
Letter.
So the question was, how long did you and the lady mess around before finding out that she was married? He said 2 months, like 2 months.
Damn, she giving out tail in 2 months and she married. Damn, y'all damn. I'm gonna tell you something. This is real.
She was on a mission.
I'm gonna tell you this. If you give up tail too fast, I'm gonna think something. I'm gonna tell you that. If you give up some tail too quick, and you ain't acting nervous, and you just busting it open for a real ninja, I ain't want no more. I'm gonna tell you, I don't want no more. You can keep that shit.
I've heard that before. I've heard men say that, like, when it's too easy, it's a turn off. When they can actually get it within like maybe a week, it's like, why are you rushing to have sex with me? What are you trying to give me?
Well, he did say she had the good, Patricia.
After 2 months, he was falling in love. So now I really don't believe the story.
Well, see, wait a minute. Love, ain't no time limit on love.
He said falling.
There isn't. I wouldn't say. I agree. Falling in love doesn't matter. You can fall in love in a week. I believe in that.
Fall in love
I believe in that.
In a week.
I do. I believe in that. So I can't knock him for that. I believe in that.
Yeah,
you think you're in love, but I believe in love at first sight. I do. I believe people can find the love of their lives, get married, and stay together for years. Or even just be together for years. Like, right. I believe in that. I truly believe in that. But I still feel like he's lying.
Hey, Tim said, if she hurt me like that, I'm snitching to her husband, bro. Our girl out here cheating on her.
I can't stand him.
And he should. I would have had, hey, bro, I didn't know. This is your wife. We've been bumping pelvises.
So y'all want to.
Oh, I'm telling.
Yeah.
Oh, you hurt me? I can't breathe.
Yeah, I would have took her car. I would have took her car and pulled up to his job with it.
I ain't doing all of that. No.
Why not?
I ain't doing all that.
But then again, I'm a woman. Shit. Then again, I'm a woman.
Yeah, we will do different things than a
man.
I mean, I'm gonna hit one more time and then I'm gonna tell. But yeah, I ain't stupid.
But you know what? He he ain't gonna feel no way. Once you show him, like, yeah, I've been bumping pelvises with your wife.
No, with this girl. I can't say your wife, because now no.
Why not? That is his wife.
So that's gonna make y'all feel better.
First of all, she wrong. Let's just.
But is that
Throw
gonna
that
make
out
y'all
there.
feel better by going and telling there's
So if I go tell the husband, I'm gonna go like, listen, man, listen, I gotta holler at you about something. I met this girl, and your registration was in the car I was cleaning out. I'm gonna let him be the one to say that that's his wife. I'm not gonna come to him, you know,
Nope.
Sam going to John. Hey, no, we ain't doing that. All I'm gonna let him say, man, that's my wife. Oh shit, y'all met. Yo, hell no, I ain't telling him I knew they was married. No.
I'm gonna tell. And to answer your question, Veronica, yes, it is. It will make me feel better. Why? Because they are being dirty, and that person deserves to know, regardless if they stay or not. They ain't got nothing to do with me. After I say it, they deserve to know, like I know. They deserve to know the same information I know. Here you go. Now, what you do with it has nothing to do with me.
Oh,
But
so
you have
now,
information.
now after these 2 months you've been cheating with my husband, now you want to come to me and tell me when things ain't going right between y'all.
He said he didn't know. So if he told after he knew,
But
I'm telling you after I find out about you.
But let's twist it though. Let's say if you was just messing around, but and you knew he was married, would you tell that wife after things go sour between you all?
Nah, just take that L and rock with it. You
Oh,
was a participant. Ain't no need in messing up unless he was lying. Unless he was lying about the two of them. Like he could say he was separated, he was getting a divorce, and had me believing that, and I found out that that was a lie. Then I would go tell her, because this is not just a lie that he's telling me. He might be telling another woman and putting her in danger.
mm-hmm.
No telling what he be out there doing, because he at this point had put my life in danger.
Right. Shanita says, Victor, didn't you say a couple of shows ago that if you pay for dinner, you're getting some coochie? Now you're switching up, saying she's giving it up too quick. Right.
And then I responded and said, there's a difference between giving it up too quick and easy and giving it up to appreciate the effort. There's a big difference. If I'm putting up big boy effort, I need to get big boy prizes.
So if you take someone out on a first date, a $200 plate, you expect some?
So
because that's giving it up too fast and easy.
Then I'm gonna look at you crazy. Why are you paying $200 plates on the first date? What you trying to prove? You spending money too freely, too quickly.
So I'm gonna let you pick where we go on the first date. All right. So
you don't know how to make plans?
Yeah, I know how to make plans, but I wanna see how far you willing to take this now. So if you sit here telling me that you want to go to down Hall's Chop House, I'm gonna let you know, hey man, you know Hall's Chop House, everything a la carte there, man.
But you told me to pick.
Oh,
yeah,
and
if that's what she's used to eating,
right?
You can,
that's my favorite.
And that's fine. So Hall's Chop House in Charleston. So that means I'm gonna tell you, we got to go to Charleston. That's about $175 a plate. All right, we might have to get a room. You telling me that's cool? Okay, cool. That's a $600, $700, $800 night. Get up in that room. Get up in that room talking about, oh, we just friends. Find you another fucking ride back to Florence.
Oh, well, first of all, we're not staying in the same room.
And
so I'm paying for another room. So what?
And I'm driving in another car, so I will have
a ride we ain't going
back to Florence.
Well, guess what? Then we ain't going.
But see, like that's in Columbia too, so it ain't that far. And most people know somebody in Columbia that can take them home. And trust and believe, if it's a first date, her friend knows your license plate number. She knows where she has her location. So if she needs to come and get her, she will.
And that's all well and fine that you pick all that. But what I'm saying is, keep it simple. Keep it simple. You could be,
But why
you could
don't
be,
you just plan?
huh?
You know your budget. You know what you can afford.
Oh, I know what I can afford.
Okay, then you plan a date, and she comes.
No.
Right.
I'm gonna
You
let you
can't
set the
That's
mood.
romantic.
I'm gonna let you set the mood on how this shit gonna turn out. Now I'm gonna set it anytime after that. But the first date, where you feel comfortable at. If you tell me you want to go out of town on the first date, we gonna do some out of town shit.
So because I feel comfortable and I'm used to eating what Ruth Chris or we said what is it called, Halls. Because I'm comfortable eating that and I eat that on just a great afternoon with my friends because I want to.
I ain't
Because
your
I'm
friend. What happened?
I'm sorry.
Oh, there it go.
Yeah, I'm back.
Phone call coming through, probably.
Something happened again. She was about to give us the business.
Okay, I'm back.
So what happened? You said
my daughter was calling me. But yeah, if that's what I'm accustomed to, that's something I do for myself, and you're telling me to pick something I like, that might be something I pick. And you can't determine, okay, because she's used to this, I'm gonna be getting some at the end of the night. Now, what if I'm the type of female that has never been to any of these places and I like the 2 for $20 at Chili's? So now
Guess
I
what?
have to give it up.
You're not going to Chili's. He don't like Chili's.
I'll go to Chili's.
You said you would not take a first date on Chili's. To Chili's. Let's rewind the tape. I remember that one. You said you would not take a first date to Chili's.
It could be Ruby Tuesdays.
I don't know. I may have, but I'd go to Chili's. I may have said that, but
you did.
I would go. Maybe.
You could go to what is it? Applebee's in Hartsville. You can go all the way. That's a little drive.
No.
A little 30 to 40-minute drive.
No, he definitely can't go in that location. Things ain't gonna go well over there.
But I'm just saying, like, it doesn't matter in regards to, you know, whether it's expensive or not. If you're letting her pick, determining on what type of female that what she's used to determines whether she has to give it up.
Right.
So
makes sense.
I'm gonna say this. One day we're gonna sit down, we're gonna have a discussion about dating etiquette. But Cheryl,
oh sorry,
what you put, you right. Your ass ordered chicken tender and fries. I'm gonna tell that waiter, hey man, whatever these drinks is, I'm gonna take her childish ass back home. Don't you order no damn chicken tender and fries
but that's
on
what
the first
I want.
damn date.
How can you tell me not what to order? You can't.
Some people's palate is not that wide. Some people just like chicken and fries.
So we talking about first date. Like you could go to first date. Yeah, if we go to Chick-fil-A or Burger King or McDonald's on the first date, that's one thing. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you gonna sit here and we going to this nice restaurant, like I said, I'm not ordering no damn burger. But if you sitting here and you order, oh yeah, I just want some chicken tender and fries, and them shits is like $35, you already know about to happen.
She may like the chicken fingers at that particular location. They may be busting. They may put a little razzle dazzle on it.
Right.
You don't know.
Razzle dazzle your ass in the frozen food section and get you some Tyson chicken wings, some Tyson chicken fries.
They don't taste the same.
No, man, hell no.
Something hand breaded. Probably got a nice little, you know.
Right.
On it, you know, something good.
Little flowers.
Keep making excuses.
Little sauce
for
they made.
Go to the restaurant, a nice restaurant, whatever restaurant you pick, and just, you know, you're going to set the whole tone of the entire relationship by the first date.
Yeah, but if you're setting the tone by the first date and you're saying, okay, she gets to choose the restaurant we go to. Say, like I said, I'm the type of female that goes to Chili's. I like Chili's. Okay, we go to Chili's. You're not expecting anything out of me because I picked something that's like 2 for $25. Reasonable. So I kind of get the benefit of the doubt. I'm not being kind of, oh, you got to give out. But if I'm the type of woman that, you know, I travel a lot, I eat at different places, and this is what I like, and this plate may be, I wouldn't even say $100 a plate, but maybe $70 a plate, $60 a plate. And you're like, okay, well, I hope you know you're giving it up. It's like I'm paying, like you're paying for sex.
Right. Right.
You're paying for sex. Just say that. You're wanting to pay for sex. You feel like if you come out of the pocket more than what, $50?
You pushing
It's now a paid event. I'm now an escort. I went from a date to an escort.
So all sex is paid for. I don't care how you look at it. All sex is paid for. Especially if we initiate the contact. If I have to come pick you up, I'm already paying for it. Depending on how well of a night that I show you, you may or may not feel obligated. So basically what I'm saying is don't have my expectations that high.
So why do you expect sex because you came out of the pocket more?
Because if you ain't looking out for my pockets, I ain't looking out for your cookie.
But you should be looking out for your own pockets. You asked me, what do I want? Where do I want to go?
This is what you know your budget. You know what you wanted to spend on me in order not to ask me for nothing. But it's like, why do I have to, if I'm used to eating, if I don't like the steaks at Chili's or Longhorn because my taste buds are different and I like Halls, and then not even Halls, we can go to something a little bit more local, like Victor's or whatever. I'm just saying.
Oh, you putting out.
No, I'm not. I don't have to.
Right.
So understand
you
this.
Agree to
no.
Understand this. This is me. You gonna pick the restaurant. I'm saying, okay, cool. You want to go to Victor's? Okay. All right, I'm gonna meet you there. You know what time or whatever. Okay. So what else you want to do after the date or whatever? And you be like, well, I just want to go and eat. Okay, cool. I already got in my mind, you know, how this thing gonna turn out. So I'm sitting at the table trying to be the perfect gentleman. And let's say you order a flank steak or something like that, or a filet mignon or whatever, $65, $75. Okay, now the conversation about to turn. Because you ordering the filet mignon, you might got you some red wine to go with it. You ordered the bottle instead of the cup. If the date goes nowhere after that, as soon as we get in that parking lot, your ass is blocked, cuz.
Okay.
And I know you
but
got
that's why I always say all good guys aren't good guys, because that's not a good guy.
How's that a bad guy?
Because depending on the amount of money you spend on me, you are expecting sex from me. And that's not fair. It doesn't matter. You're expecting a sexual favor like I'm some escort.
Right.
That's not fair. I came for a good time to get to know you. I had fun with you. We were sharing this moment. And now it went from, oh, I was the perfect gentleman. I should get sex.
If you pay for, this gonna sound, so if you pay for a guy's dinner, do you expect sex?
No. For what?
Right. Who does that?
Wait a minute. Listen to what I just said.
I don't think men are logical.
Listen to what I just said, because
go ahead. I'm listening.
Listen. If your man come home and you cook him this phenomenal dinner that it took you all day to cook for, and he eat it and he go upstairs and go to bed and wrap his little weenie up in his drawers, you gonna feel some type of way, right or wrong?
My man. See, that's the difference. First date, my man. First date, my man.
Right.
My man knew if we didn't go out to eat, when we got home, he was gonna drop the drawers. So therefore, there's a difference. My man.
Right.
First date.
So if you pay for a man's date, if you pay for a man's dinner, or you pay for y'all dinner,
but go ahead.
I
don't see that being realistic, but go ahead.
See, and that's just it. Thank you for saying that, because you don't see it realistically that you paying for a first date for a man, but
Mhm.
all of a sudden now it's unrealistic for a man if he paying for a meal to ask to expect sex after the meal. That's fucked up.
No, because the man is usually pursuing me. So if you ask me on a date, now I gotta pay for you for a date that you asked me on. If I asked you, I can see me paying. But if I ain't asked you, then no. I can say like, okay, let's go grab some coffees together. Then I'll pay for it. But if I ain't asked you, why would I pay for it? If I say, oh, let's go chop it up at Starbucks, Starbucks is not cheap coffee.
Who?
Starbucks.
First of all, I ain't going on no date to Starbucks because no. All right.
But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You're expecting an escort.
This is a battle, Neat, that we would never win when it comes to Victor because
Oh, I already won.
he is.
I feel the victory. I already won because he can't even tell me. He can't even explain it to me to make sense on why he deserves sex after spending. You spend that much money on. You can spend that much money on anybody. So anybody, you go out with your fellas and you like, you know what? I got the tab. Don't worry about it. If you spending $200 on drink, are they going home with you?
So first of all, and it's getting late. It don't have to make sense to you because once again, we ain't like that. So it won't make sense. Second of all, I'm not buying a bunch of Negroes. I'm not getting a bunch of Negroes drunk. I'm just not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? That just ain't my style. I don't buy men a bunch of drinks. I might buy a bottle and we can drink this bottle, but I bought this bottle. This bottle's paid for. But for y'all to just on my tab, shit no. Oh, them niggas gonna come to my house and cut some grass. Or they gonna watch them, they gonna work it off. But no, we ain't doing that. No.
So you feel like somebody should always, if you do something, they should do something in return.
If I'm pursuing you.
Okay.
We'll put a pin in that.
We will.
All right. Well, final thoughts. Let's wrap it up.
What?
Final thoughts on the letter?
Let's go. Yeah, final thoughts on. I mean, if you want to call it a letter, yeah. I mean, it's something he put together real quick, but yeah. Neat. What advice? I mean, I guess you could just answer his question when he says, "How and why can't we as women be straight up? Yeah, we acting like dudes in the street these days."
Well, I'll say like that to that particular question. I do believe that some women are acting like, they like to think like a man. I will agree with that portion, but I feel like my advice to him would be stop choosing the wrong girl. Or woman, I'll say that. Stop choosing the wrong woman. Look at the red flags. They were there. I'm sure they were. And, I'm sorry you were hurt, since everybody seems to think that I'm taking up for her. I'm sorry you were hurt, but you need to get past that and stop viewing all women as that.
I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna be harsh towards him. Nobody owes you the truth. Nobody owes you the truth. It's up to you to find out the truth. And then when you found out the truth, you still wanted to stay in that situation. So, I mean, yes, she is more wrong than you are, but I stopped sympathizing for you when you continue to do that to a fellow brother. So, your question is, why do women acting like the dudes? They don't owe you the truth. That's just the world we live in today.
Yeah.
We want the truth, but nobody owes you the truth.
Yeah. I just feel like it would be so much better if everyone would just speak up and just tell the truth and let that person be the one to decide if they're willing to stay in whatever it is. The cheating thing, I know it's not going to go anywhere, but I just wish that it would, because I mean, and especially if you have someone who you think is good for you, someone's good to you, um, you know, don't have your significant other out there looking crazy. You know what I mean? Like if you're in, and I know I'm just talking, and it's probably going in one ear and out the other. But if you have someone good, hold on to that person, like for real, because it's nothing out here in these streets that's going to be good for you. I can't explain it, brother, on why why women can't be straight up. I know I can only speak for Veronica, because Veronica tends to do what she will want someone to do to her or to say to her, you know, the actions that they do to her. Me, I will want someone to think like me when it comes to me. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Like, I wouldn't want to hurt someone, so I will hope that someone wouldn't want to hurt me by doing the things that they do. So if everybody can just get it together and just, if you're with somebody and things are good, then leave that side girl, that side dude alone and just be happy. Like, things are crazy. Things are weird. Like, and we make it weird. That's just like I saw somebody post, and I'm gonna get out of here because it's 10:12. See somebody post something about our relationships. Our relationships, how did it go? Wait, I gotta find it right quick because I took a picture of it. Wait a minute. Where is that thing? Our relationships.
But to your point there about, you know, if you have someone good, keep them. No, if you have someone good and you're cheating on them, leave them alone. Don't damage them. Because
Right.
it's not a fun feeling.
It's not a fun feeling at all. Are relationships meant to be complicated, or is it the people that make it complicated? It's the people. Because relationships shouldn't be complicated. Relationships aren't complicated. I know my hair looking a mess. We make the relationship complicated. The two people that's in the relationship. So, anywho, on that note, Nick, thank you so much for sitting in with us again tonight. We appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anytime we reach out, you are there for us. Appreciate you, sis. Thank you so much. Victor,
having me.
Huh?
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Victor Dammit Boy White, my brother, thank you so much for being back with us tonight. Once again, prayers are going out to Fatim and his family as they lay to rest their loved one tomorrow. Fatim, we're thinking about you and we're praying for you, my brother. Thank you to all of you who joined us tonight and watched the show tonight and every Tuesday night. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for all the comments that's been coming through. We apologize as always. We never get to all the comments, but we'll be going through and checking them out. Thank y'all so much for watching and supporting the T each and every week. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a fabulous weekend. Be safe and do unto others as you will want them done unto you. That's the saying, right? Yeah. Love upon one each other. Be faithful to the person who you're with and stop all this cheating out here in these streets. All right? Take care, guys. Have a great night. Talk to you soon.